Jumping over to the audience reviews, we have Ethan T. He gave Dominion 3 stars. He said, this movie is unnecessarily long, and that's about my only issue with it. Not a bad story, but also didn't feel like a dinosaur movie, really. Where do I begin with this? First off, if this movie were 2 hours shorter, it would still be too long. And let me give Ethan a tip. If a dinosaur movie doesn't feel like a dinosaur movie, then it's a bad movie. It means that it completely missed the assignment, which was to make a scary dinosaur movie that attempts to capture the magic of the original film. But that's not the worst of the review. Ethan goes on. Worst of the new trilogy, but still better than the old trilogy. Ethan? Ethan, hello, are you okay? Blink twice if you've been kidnapped by the Universal Marketing Department. Hello? This movie is the cinematic equivalent to saying, yeah, this third-degree burn sure hurts like hell, but it's not as bad as being covered up by a warm blanket. Ethan's brain must be like Jurassic Park's fences, completely offline. You're telling me that Dominion, where dinosaurs take a backseat to corporate espionage, and the climax is a T-Rex doing a WWE tag team finisher, is better than the original Oscar-winning masterpiece that redefined visual effects for a generation? You think this is an upgrade to that? If taste were a dinosaur, doors went extinct millions of IQ points ago. This guy Ethan probably watches Jurassic Park and complains that the T-Rex didn't do enough kung fu. He's the kind of person that eats Kraft singles and claims that it's fancier than Brie because it comes pre-wrapped. Need I go on? Okay, one more. Ethan's cinematic judgment is like the dinosaurs in this movie, genetically engineered to be wrong. Now, go sit in the corner and think about what you've done, Ethan. You want to add a roast for Ethan? Go ahead and drop it down in the comments below. I'd love that. I mean, this movie is so bad, I would rather watch the San Diego scene in The Lost World for 2.5 hours. At least that scene had more charm and personality than anything you can find in this movie. Moving on to Tom F., who gave Dominion 2 stars. All right, this is promising. He says, on paper, this probably sounded like a good idea, but you can only go back to the well so many times. No, he's wrong, though. Like, the writers needed to go back to the well. They never, ever should have left the well that is Jurassic Park. The point of the franchise is for dinosaurs to break out of containment to eat tourists who think they're invincible.
What's a bad idea?
Now, admittedly, if Dominion had delivered on the promise that the last movie left us with, where the dinosaurs are rampaging around the world and taking over, Planet of the Apes style, there may have been something there. There was actually a reason to be excited for this movie, especially if you watch the short they put out on YouTube prior to this film's release. But if they're too afraid to make a feature-length film out of something like this, then make little Timmy get back in the well. Teresa gives Dominion 1.5 stars. She says, had a problem with... Okay. She says, had a problem with seating and customer service. Had to leave during previews. Yet, you still gave the movie that you didn't see a 1.5 stars. Now I understand why the score for this movie was so high. Like, what was their 1.5 stars for? The trailer for Super Pets? She saw that trailer and decided that she was ticked off because there wasn't a menu on her theater seat. Nobody waited on her to bring her Chardonnay to go with her strawberry slushie. What the hell? Raphael gives Dominion 5 stars. Says, all the Jurassic Park movies are good. Awesome. It's a must-see movie. Then give your 5-star rating to an actual Jurassic Park movie. You've got 3 to pick from, and their worst scenes are better than everything in this movie combined. Okay, so if you look up, you will find Tim's pants hanging on a telephone wire because this man is a liar. I will skip most of his fib, but Tim S. gives Dominion 4 stars, and among his bilge of filth, he says this. One of the highlights is a clash between 2 rival alpha predators, which provides an adrenaline rush. Did you hear that? Adrenaline rush. I'm sorry, but if Tim got an adrenaline rush from watching this corporate briefing, he'd better not watch Downton Abbey, because that That is bound to give him a heart attack. From too much excitement. Alright, I need some honesty here. Let's hit our most honest review. We have No Name from the audience. Gives it half a star and says, "For the record, I still regret watching this. They should make this movie the definition of the words unnecessary, stupid, useless, dumb, and bad. This is a dinosaur movie, and half of the movie is about insects. Come on now, this is just sad." Emoji face. Hopefully they come back with the next one, because this movie had me so angry after walking out. I have never felt so ashamed in my life, and I've seen Cars too. This movie was like biting into raw steak. Sad, gross, and inedible. Damn straight, No Name, damn straight. Don't forget to check out my video on Jurassic World, and you can catch all of my videos on my playlist right here. Until next time, keep roasting, roasters.